Om. 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 शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। Hari Om, a very blissful Friday morning to every one of you. Welcome to this beautiful, gorgeous, most attractive, holiest of the holy temples which is within our own selves. My loving pranams at the divine lotus feet of my Guru, Papa Swami Ramdas of Anandashram, Kannangad, Kerala, and my beloved parents. Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We are all extremely fortunate. Today is Shankara Panchami, Shankaracharya's Jayanti, and on this day we are having the concluding session of Tattvabodha, one of his greatest compositions. Tattvabodha is called as a Prakarana Grantha, which means it explains the terms and terminologies which are used in Vedanta. As all of us know, Veda is divided into two parts. The first part is called as Veda Purva Bhaga or Karma Kanda, and the second part is Vedanta or Jnana Kanda. In Veda Purva or Karma Kanda, explanations about varieties of ways of worship, meditation, all these are explained. Regarding different kinds of homas, yajnas, all these are explained. In Jnanakanda, no such explanations are there, but explanation about Atma. There are so many Upanishads. The main topic is about that pure consciousness in variety of ways, that's all. So to come to this level, Vedanta level, we must pass through this Karma Kanda. That is why it is necessary, like how we go from LKG, UKG and so on, 10th standard, then we go for graduation, post-graduation, etc. But here it is not exactly step by step. We perform Karma Yoga, along with that Upasana Yoga, and little bit of Jnana Yoga too. Jnana Yoga is Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana. Listening or reading or through our sense organs, understanding, perceiving. Manana is contemplation of what we have understood. We may get some doubts, we have to clarify that. Then Nididhyasana is implementation of whatever we have learned in our day-to-day activities. So these terms and terminologies will not be explained in Upanishad. The word Sthula Sharira simply will be used, but we won't know what exactly we mean by Sthula Sharira. That is why Shankaracharya has explained about all these terms in this Tattvabodha. He has written many other Prakarana Granthas, Viveka Chudamani, Dashashloki. All these are Prakarana Granthas. In this Tattvabodha, he takes up 5 different topics. The first one is the qualifications needed. Sadhana Chatushtaya. Then the second one is about Jiva, the nature of the individual. Third is Srishti, manifestation or creation. Fourth topic is Jiva Ishvara Aikya. And the last topic is Jnana Phala. What happens if we get this kind of knowledge about Atma? We call it as Atma Sakshatkara, Paramatma Sakshatkara. So many different names can be given. What do we get when we get this knowledge? What are the benefits? So these are the 5 different topics which are dealt by Adi Shankaracharya in this particular Grantha, which is a Prakarana Grantha. The name of this Grantha is Tattvabodha. The first topic is Sadhana Chatushtaya Sampanna. Qualifications. He talks about the qualifications. If we want to take up any course, we need to be qualified. That is the reason why they conduct some entrance exams. Whether we have the required qualification or not. If at all we have, only then we get to join that particular course. In the same way, even in this spirituality, the path of spirituality, we need to have qualifications. For the field of religion, religious activities, we don't need much of qualifications. We can keep on doing however we are. Whereas, for this Vedanta, it is not so. We need to pass these exams. Only then, whatever we have read or listened, that will be understood by us, will be retained by us, will be implemented by us. What are these qualifications? Chatushtaya. There are 4 such qualifications. Viveka. First one is Viveka or discrimination. Second one is Vairagya, dispassion. Third one is Shamadhi Shatka Sampat, the 6 disciplines. And the last one is desire. Desire for liberation, mumukshutva. Viveka or discrimination is the capacity to discriminate between what is permanent, what is impermanent, nitya and anitya. The capacity to discriminate between these two. This is known as Viveka. Vairagya, dispassion. It is not that suddenly one fine day I say that this world is not at all good. I hate this world, so I don't want to be in this world. It is not so. This is not Vairagya. Vairagya comes from Viveka. From this discrimination, we understand, oh, this is only temporary. Why am I giving so much of importance to this? Whether it is a situation or a person or a relationship or anything for that matter. Is it permanent? If not, why am I giving so much of importance to this? Why am I breaking my head, cracking my head for this? This too shall pass. And what should be my goal? With this Viveka, we set the goal of our lives. Why am I here? What should be my target? There are so many worldly goals. Like when we are children, we have to go to get admission good school, then we have to study well, we have to get a good job, then good spouse, then children, etc., etc. These are all there. But that is not the ultimate goal of our lives. If this is not so, then what is the goal of my life? that we should be able to understand. When we set our goal as this liberation, then all the other worldly desires automatically reduce or disappear. I have to study Tattvabodha. I must understand what these are. Time is very short. I should be able to focus more now. This kind of interest will be developed. Slowly, dispassion towards the worldly affairs. This is Vairagya. Then, Shamadi Shatka Sampat. 6 kind of qualities. First one is Shama. Shama is Mano Nigraha, controlling the mind. Not at all easy. Second one is Dama, controlling our sense organs. Jnanendriya especially and Karmendriya, all the 10 we should be able to control. At least Jnanendriyas, if not Karmendriyas, Jnanendriyas we must be able to control. Shama and Dama. Then the next one is Titiksha, forbearance. The world is full of opposites. Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana, all these are bound to be there. Am I able to withstand all this? Can I treat both the opposites equally? This is Sahishnuta, forbearance. Titiksha. Then Uparama, performing our own duties. We have so many variety of duties. As a daughter, as a son, as a husband, as a wife, as a mother, father, as a teacher or doctor or whatever the profession is. As a citizen of the country, we have so many duties. We must execute all of these. Observing this duties is Uparama. And the next one is Shraddha, faith, trust. In what? In Vedanta, Vakya and Guru. Whatever the Guru says, I may not be able to understand because I don't have that type of qualification. But still I am interested. Then we must have faith. I am not able to understand. That doesn't mean that this is wrong. Vedanta says, I am a Sanatana Dharmi. I have complete trust in Vedanta. Even though I don't understand, I accept that it is true. Because my Guru says so. Guru also must have experienced this. I might not have been able to experience, but my Guru must have experienced. So, we must have 100% trust in Vedanta as well as our Guru. The last one is Samadhana. Samadhana is Chitta Ekagrata, concentrating power. Only when we have Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Shraddha, then Samadhana comes automatically. By default. Now what is happening? Since we don't have good qualification, Chitta Ekagrata is also very, very less. Maybe for a minute I am able to focus. Beyond that, mind wanders like a street dog. So these are the 6 qualities which is explained by Krishna Paramatma in the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga. What is Daivi Sampad? What is Asuri Sampad? Then, Mumukshutva. We have so many desires. But here the qualification needed is desire for liberation, for moksha. I must come out of this Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam. From this Chakravyuha, from the cycle of birth and death, I should come out. I should be free from Raga and Dvesha. I should be free from me and mine. This should be the highest desire. This is Mumukshatva. So these are Viveka, Vairagya, Shamadhi Shatka Sampat and Mumukshutva. These are called as Sadhana Chatushtaya. Adi Shankaracharya does not explain how to get these qualities. He simply mentions what these qualities are because he assumes that we are all graduates. Only then people come for post-graduation course. So he is assuming that all these, how to attain all these qualities, we must go back to Bhagavad Gita or many other scriptures and try to get these qualities by analyzing our own selves. Do I have this quality? If not, how to get this quality? How can I develop this quality? If we have this quality, how can I improve? So this must be our homework. So this is about the first topic, Sadhana Chatushtaya. If we have got good qualification, we get seat in a very good college. Same way here also, if we have very high qualification, understanding of Tattvabodha or Upanishad also will be very, very high. If not, people like us may not be able to understand, may not be able to retain or implement. No problem. Keep trying. Keep trying. We will keep trying. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. When Arjuna confides in Krishna, Manas is very chanchala, Krishna. Not easy at all to control this. Krishna accepts, yes, it is. But keep practicing. So let us keep practicing this. The next topic the second one is about Jiva. He says that there are 3 bodies, 5 layers and 3 avasthas. Atma is beyond all this. What are the 3 bodies? Sthula Sharira, gross body. Sukshma Sharira, subtle body. Karana Sharira, causal body. This gross body which is visible is made up of Pancha Mahabhutas. What are the Pancha Mahabhutas? Akasha, Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi. He says that Sthula Sharira, Sukshma Sharira, Karana Sharira all are made up of only this matter. So all these are inert. They do not have any Chaitanya in them. It is inert. Then Sukshma Sharira, that is also made up of Pancha Mahabhutas, but in a subtle manner, which is not visible. Gross body is visible. Subtle body is not visible. Karana Sharira, definitely not visible. Karana Sharira consists of gross body and subtle body in the seed form. Gross body lives for a particular number of years, certain number of years. Let us say 100 or 120 maximum. Then subtle body, from one Srishti to one Pralaya. Srishti to Pralaya is Sukshma Sharira. Then Karana Sharira, Anahadi. There is no Adi at all, but there is Anta. It is not Ananta. Karana Sharira is not Ananta. It has Anta. When we get this kind of knowledge about Atma, then Karana Sharira also is destroyed. Then Panchakoshas, the 5 layers of the body: Annamaya Kosha, Pranamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha, and last one is Anandamaya Kosha. He says Atma is beyond this, something different from this. Then the 3 avasthas: Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avastha, Sushupti Avastha. Atma is none of these. It is beyond this. It is Sat Chit Ananda. Sat is eternally existing. It was present. It is present. It will be present forever. Eternally present is Sat. Next is Chit. Chit is that pure consciousness, which is Jnana Swarupa, knowledge, Ananda Swarupa, bliss. We must understand here, these 3 are not qualities, not gunas of Atma. Atma is nirguna, does not have any quality. Sat, Chit, Ananda, these are nature of Atma. So this is about Jiva, and next topic is about Srishti. He says that Maya is existing depending on Brahma. What is that Brahma? Pure consciousness. Brahma is pure consciousness, or that Chaitanya. Maya is dependent on this Brahma and has got 3 qualities: Sattva, Raja, Tama. From this Maya, 5 Mahabhutas, Panchamu Mahabhutas, in the subtle form, they arise. Then, from these subtle Panchabhutas, all the subtle bodies, subtle world, universe, prapancha are created. The Sattva department of Panchamahabhutas, from this the Jnanendriyas are created. Each bhuta creates 1 Jnanendriya, and in total they all put together, only the Sattva department put together, creates Manasu, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara. This is created. We call this as Antakarana. Then, from the Rajo department of each Mahabhuta, Karmendriyas, different Karmendriyas are created. All these in subtle form, Sukshma Rupa, and in total, the Rajoguna department in total. Now this is creating Pancha Pranas. And the next one is subtle body. How is the subtle body created? It is created by the Tamo Guna of the Panchamahabhutas, but there is a particular procedure. We call this as Panchikarana, mixture taking place. There is a particular proportion. In that proportion, mixing up of the gunas take place. That is the Tamo Guna of the different Mahabhutas, mixing up takes place, and from this our gross bodies are created. The gross universe that we see today is created by this. Probably the word creation is the not right word. Manifestation is the right word, because we know the concept, principle of the modern science also. Matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed. The same concept was used earlier also. It is not that they have created a new principle. They have understood the new principle and declared that as a principle, that's all. So, if at all we see this gross universe, it must have existed earlier also. Because from nothing, only nothing can come. From Shunya, only Shunya can come. So the gross universe, the subtle universe exists in Karana universe, Karana Prapancha. Vedanta gives the name as Maya to this Karana Prapancha. Like how you have Karana Sharira, there is Karana Prapancha. So both are similar, both the sets. Sthula Sharira, Sthula Prapancha. Sukshma Sharira, Sukshma Prapancha. Karana Sharira, Karana Prapancha. These are three jodis, we can say. Two different sets, which are similar to each other. What is the difference here? So Adi Shankaracharya says that, which is also said in the Vedantas, he is putting these in his own words. That is the difference. He is giving the essence of Vedanta in his own words. He says that the pure consciousness has a reflection on an individual body that is given the name as Jivatma. The consciousness, pure consciousness, has reflection on the universe. That reflection is Paramatma. Medium is different. If we stand in front of the mirror, we see our reflection. Now the clarity of the reflection depends on the quality of the medium. That is the mirror. If I stand in front of a very, very highly quality, which has got good quality, that kind of mirror, then the reflection also will be very pure. Whereas the mirror, which is very dirty, cannot give a clean or clear reflection. And there are so many variety of mirrors. Some mirrors give a fat reflection. Some give a huge reflection, and varieties are there. In the same way, the medium is different. There are human bodies, animal bodies, plant bodies, inert ones. Like this, there are variety in the media. There's a huge universe, Brahmanda, another medium. So the reflections vary depending on the medium. Here the medium is our body. Body does not mean only gross body. It means Sharira Traya. Gross body, subtle body, causal body, all are there. Now the reflection depends on how pure our mind is. If the mind is pure, reflection also is pure. So it is for us to keep our mind as clean, as clear as possible, as pure as possible. That is why we must keep analyzing ourselves. Is there any single bad thought here? If there is a very, very minor bad thought, that becomes impure. Then the reflection also is impure. That is the reason why analysis, self-analysis is extremely important for all of us. So this reflection on individual is called as Jivatma. In the same way, the reflection of that pure consciousness on the universe or Brahmanda is called as Paramatma. We wrongly identify ourselves either with the gross body or with the subtle body. I am fat, I am beautiful, I am ugly, etc. I am not well. Isn't it? I don't know, I don't understand. All these we identify that I. What is that I there? Either the body, the gross body, or the mind, which is a part of subtle body, or the intellect, again it's a part of the subtle body. So we identify ourselves wrongly with this kind of body. Here we must understand that Atma or pure consciousness, there are 5 different points that we have learned. First one is, pure consciousness is not a part or a property or a product of this body. This is the first point. Then the second point is, it makes the inert body live. Otherwise, this physical body or the subtle body is just material. It is not sentient. It doesn't have Chaitanya. But this particular consciousness makes this body live, enlivens the body. And the third point is, it is not limited, consciousness is not limited to the body. It is there within the body, it is outside the body too. And the next fourth one is, if this body is removed, consciousness continues to exist. It doesn't get destroyed. Body gets destroyed. Consciousness does not get destroyed. And the last point, if the consciousness continues to exist, why am I not able to interact? As we know, if a person dies, then that person is no more available for interaction. Why? There is no medium. If there is no medium, we cannot interact. So, it is important for us to understand these 5 points. Then, the next topic is Jivatma Paramatma Aikya, which is the central topic of every Upanishad, including this Tattvabodha. We have understood now that Jivatma is a reflection. Paramatma is also a reflection. But we also experience that I am different from Paramatma. I am Alpajna. Paramatma is Sarvajna. I can be present only in this place, whereas Paramatma is omnipresence, Sarvavyapi. I have little Shakti, Alpa Shaktiman. Paramatma is Sarva Shaktiman. Then how can I say Jivatma equals Paramatma? That equation seems to be wrong for me. So Vedanta says that shift your perspective. Your drishtikona has to be shifted. When you go to a beach, you see so many waves. Some are very small, some are very high tides. Some go a long way, some are just dying down there itself. So if you look at the beach from the perspective of waves, each wave is different. They definitely are not the same. We are all like this, waves. Each one is different. Look-wise, knowledge-wise, mind-wise, so many differences are there. But when we look at the ocean from the perspective of water, if at all the water can talk, what will water say? Whether it is a small wave or a high wave, it is only me. I am only there. I go there, come back. Go there, come back. It is only water, isn't it? But we are not going to the beach to see water. We want to see the waves. Because there are different waves. They are so beautiful to look at. Simply water, what is there? I can have in a glass and look at water, isn't it? See, the beauty lies over there. The same way, this pure consciousness is like water. We call this pure consciousness as Brahma or Parabrahma. From the perspective of this pure consciousness, Jivatma is his reflection. The word, if I use he, she, it is not based on any gender. Something has to be used. Only for that purpose we are using it, that's all. Jivatma is reflection of that Brahma. Paramatma also is a reflection of the same Brahma. So when you look at it from the angle of that Brahma or pure consciousness or Shuddha Chaitanya, there is no difference between Jivatma and Paramatma. So this is like initially we are using this Dasoham. I am your Dasa. Paramatma, you are my master. I am your slave. But as we understand the concept of this Brahma, then Vedanta says that you should come to the level of Soham. I am only he. Saha is he. Aham is I. So Aham Brahmasmi. I am Atma Brahma. All these are called as Mahavakyas. Wherever we come across Jivatma equals Paramatma equation, such sentences are known as Mahavakyas. There are many such Mahavakyas and in different Upanishads. The most popular one is Aham Brahmasmi or I am Atma Brahma. I am only Brahma. It is not easy for us, definitely. But every day for a few minutes, we can simply focus on this and simply sit. It is not even called probably meditation. Just question ourselves. Am I this body? Or we see some deaths taking place, happening in our family or somewhere else. Oh, this person is no more there for interaction. What happens to him? So like this we can question and understand that if I think of myself, if I identify myself as a body, as this physical body, I am not permanent. I am mortal, ashashvata. If I think that I am, or if I identify myself with the subtle body, then also I am a mortal. But if I think of myself as that Brahma, then I continue to exist always forever. That is what our prayer is. Asatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mrityorma amritangamaya. Take me from this mortal to immortality. Mortality to immortality. I know that body can never become immortal. It is mortal. So why am I praying like this? We do pray every day. Simply just by heart that and we are chanting. Now instead of that, at least while saying that prayer, what am I praying? At least this thought should come to us. So this is about Jivatma, Paramatma, Aikya. This is the central topic of Tattvabodha. Not only of this particular scripture, it is the central topic of our Vedanta, or we can say Sanatana Dharma itself. And the next he talks about the benefits of getting this knowledge. What happens when we get this knowledge? There should be some benefit, isn't it? Otherwise we don't want to do this. What will I get? So here there are two benefits. One is Jivan Mukti and the second one is Videha Mukti. What is Jivan Mukti? Getting liberation when we are alive. The moment a person gets this knowledge, he doesn't have to leave his house if at all he is a grihastha-ashrami. He will not say, oh, I've got this knowledge, now I don't need any one of you. I'll go wherever I want. No, he need not say that. He can continue to live with the same family. Then, what is the difference? The difference is, he is free from the opposites, from the dvandvas. Shita, Ushna, Sukha, Dukkha, Mana, Apamana. There are so many such opposites, dvandvas. He is free from all this. He doesn't get affected by any of this. Whereas we get affected, we ajnanis get affected by Sukha as well as Dukkha. If anything happens as per my desire, wow, nobody can catch me. I am high up in the air, floating in the air. If at all it doesn't happen according to my desire, there is no end for my sorrow. My sorrow, and then I pass on the sorrow to my family and to the rest of the world also, as much as possible. We pass on that. Now, once we get this kind of knowledge, then we are free from raga, dvesha, ahankara, mamakara. All these are not there. It is like wearing a raincoat and walking on the streets when there is a downpour, heavy rains. A jnani is wearing a raincoat and enjoying dancing in the rain. Whereas we are struggling here. So this is about Jivan Mukta. What is Videha Mukta? He doesn't have to take birth again and again. Because his karma phalas get destroyed. We have come here, we have taken birth because of karma phala, punya and papa. We have accumulated. We have to experience. That is the law of karma. For that sake, we keep on taking births. We have taken 1,000,000 births till now. How many more births we have to take, we don't know. Because we come out of this cycle of birth and death only when we get this knowledge. So when are we going to get this knowledge? That we don't know. But we will definitely try our level best to get that knowledge. so that we also come out of the cycle of birth and death. This is Videha Mukti. This is the last topic in Tattvabodha. While explaining this Videha Mukti, he talks about the karmas, the different kinds of karmas. Sanchita, Prarabdha, Agami. There are only three. And there is slight difference in the karma phala of Ajnani and Jnani. Taking up the first one, Sanchita. What is this Sanchita? One thing we must remember, the accumulation of punya or papa happens only in human birth. Because the intention is important for punya or papa. What is the intention? That is important. Animals do not do anything intentionally. They are programmed. Instinctively they react. If we also react like that, then we are no better than animals. God has blessed us with good intellect. We must make use of that. That is why Viveka is very important. What am I doing here? What am I supposed to do? When we do anything with good intention, that creates punya. Whenever we do anything with the negative intention, however good that activity is, but because the intention is not pure, it will not give us much of punya. 10 marks of punya, 90 for papa. Punya will be given only 10 marks. Whereas papa, probably 90, because the intention is not pure. So our Sanatana Dharma gives lot of importance to the intention behind every activity that we do. Even at home, on a daily basis, when we are doing some activities, we have lot of work at home. How are we supposed to do it? Not cribbing, not complaining, not crying. If at all we do that activity complaining or cribbing, why am I doing all these work? Why can't he do? Why can't she do? Those thoughts will be there. But knowing this, anyway I have to do this activity. So why not I purify my intention? Why not I say that this is for Paramatma that I am doing? This is on a daily activity. We are not talking about only going to temple and pray. That is different. On a daily basis, we can definitely improve ourselves. When the intention is good, even if we simply chant Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu, we are going to get 100 marks. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha. It is not just a mechanical chanting of that shloka. It is not just a prayer. It should come with that emotion, with that attitude, with that feeling. Then 100 out of 100. We go on accumulating more and more punya like this. Then later, that also should be stopped. That is no punya, no papa. Only then our karma phala should become zero. We will go beyond this. No punya, no papa. That is what happens to a jnani. So Sanchita is Ananta Koti Janma. We have taken so many Janmas, I believe, births. Whatever we have accumulated in those Janmas, that we are carrying. Carrying in the sense we have kept at home. From that, only one bunch of Punya and Papa we are carrying now. This is Prarabdha. Sanchita is a huge mountain like Phala. Prarabdha is a small bag. From Sanchita, only a few Punya and Papas are selected, and that we are carrying now. And Agami is, in this birth, what are we doing? Punya Papa, that accumulation is called as Agami. So what we are doing now, Punya or Papa, everything will go to the new bag called Agami. Now the difference between Ajnani and Jnani is less. Sanchita gets destroyed for Ajnani when he gets that knowledge. When the moment he becomes a Jnani, Sanchita, however big it is, that gets destroyed. For us, for Ajnani, it continues to exist. Not only that, when we die, whatever Agami is there, that also will go and join Sanchita. We have come here to reduce our karma phala, but unfortunately we are increasing. The bag is becoming heavier and heavier. So Sanchita gets destroyed for Ajnani the moment he gets Ajnana. For Ajnani, it continues to exist. Prarabdha, the bag that we are carrying now in this birth, whether it is Jnani or Ajnani, both have to experience, both for Bhoga only. Only after experiencing whether it is Punya or Papa, only then Prarabdha will become zero. Only when the Prarabdha becomes zero, we can leave this present body. Whether old or young, with knowledge, without knowledge, Prarabdha has to be experienced. So Jnani or Ajnani, Prarabdha, when does Prarabdha end? It is the same for both. But the difference between a Jnani and Ajnani is, Jnani, it doesn't affect at all. Punya or Papa, it doesn't affect at all. Whereas it affects us. Punya is converted into happy situation or convenient situation. Papa is converted into dukkha situation. So both we get affected. Jnani does not get affected by both. And the last one is Agami. For Ajnanis, from our birth we have taken this new bag and we are filling the bag continuously. For Ajnani, the moment he gets that knowledge, from then onwards, that new bag starts. Whether it is Punya or Papa, it doesn't affect him. His body does all these activities, not he. He is Brahma now. He has got that knowledge. He has become one with that Parabrahma. So he is not doing, his body is doing all the activities. Whether it is Punya or Papa, all those come in his Agami. That gets destroyed later. The warning that is given to us is, don't abuse a Jnani. If possible, prostrate, stuti, praise him. Because whatever punya that he has collected in this Agami bag will come to us just by doing namaskara. Very easy methods are given. It is not just prostration. With that bhavana, when you prostrate, all the punyas are transferred to us. In the same way, when we abuse or create problem for a Jnani, whatever papa is accumulated for him in the Agami, that will be transferred to us. Sometimes we get a doubt here. Once he has become a Jnani, how can he do Punya or Papa? Punya, okay, he will be continuously doing only good thing. But what about Papa? How can he do any Papa karmas? Understand that for him there is absolutely no difference between Punya and Papa. He has already reached that level. Assume that such a jnani, even though with good intention, he simply shouts at his students. And the students are getting hurt. So a little bit of Papa is there in that. His intention is this and it does not affect him because he has reached that level. But that Papa is added in the bag. So that will come to us when we abuse him, when we hate him, when we create some problems for his body. So here Adi Shankaracharya is alerting us. Don't do like this and accumulate unnecessary Papa karmas. Very easy method is prostrate, praise him. How to know he is a jnani? Does he come with a badge that I become Parabrahma? No. If at all we know that there are some Swamijis or saints whom people praise, say that, oh, he has reached that level. Whenever possible, take their blessings. We may not be able to know who is a jnani, who is a jnani. But let us not criticize anybody. Let us not abuse anybody. Let us not hurt anybody. That person may be a jnani. So this thought must be there in us. So with this, he says that such a jnani, wherever he dies, it doesn't matter at all. For ajnanis, it matters, he says. If you drop the body in Kashi, then they say that it is mukti. Just by dropping the body in Kashi, we cannot get mukti. But definitely it will be the very, very good birth. Next birth is going to be a very good one. Because Kashi Vishwanatha himself chants Taraka Mantra in the ears when we leave the body. That is why they say that it is very good. For ajnanis, probably it matters. Whereas for a jnani, it does not matter whether he leaves or drops the body either in Kashi or in a Chandala's house. It does not make any difference. So with this, this scripture comes to an end. Adi Shankaracharya has explained many terms which are generally used in almost all Upanishads. There are many more terms. It's not that, oh, we have understood all the terminologies of Vedanta. No. A few which are very commonly used in most of the Upanishads are explained for the sake of people like us who are interested, slowly getting interested in learning the Upanishads. He has blessed all of us. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to complete this successfully. Only by the grace of God and the Granthakarta, Adi Shankaracharya's grace, we are able to understand a little bit of Tattvabodha or the terms and terminologies which we are going to see again in different Upanishads. The central topic might not have been understood by us, but to a certain extent, we have reached a certain level now, definitely. It is for each one of us to question ourselves. How can I improve myself? At least 2-3 minutes a day. We spend a lot of time in chanting Lalita Sahasranama, Vishnu Sahasranama, etc. Doing lot of puja. Everything is needed for us. But just a few minutes of contemplation. How was I yesterday? How am I today? How is my mind? We can definitely analyze. But the thing is, we try to analyze always the others, not our own selves. Let us start analyzing our own selves. Where am I going wrong? How can I improve? Why did I go wrong? Mind is not all right. Why? What is the reason? I am not the mind. So like this little by little, we can definitely go forward. Because we know that His blessings are there with us. Now what is needed is our effort. Our free will is there. We must utilize this free will to improve ourselves. So definitely, all of us are going to try. Along with that, Namasmarana for Loka Kalyana. Not only for my selfish motive. Let it be there. For my daughter, for my son, for my grandchildren or husband or family or whatever it is, let it be there. But at least 1%, let this be for all. Whether it is an animal or plant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu or sarve bhavantu sukhinaha. We need not chant that. But that bhavana should be there. Let this be there for everybody. So this is how we can definitely improve ourselves by performing karma yoga, offering everything to Him. With the activity should be with the good attitude. That is very important. Uddesha. What is the uddesha? What is the purpose? That is very important. That is why we can definitely improve ourselves. And by chanting Namasmarana or Sahasranama, whatever it is, singing bhajan, etc., we are able to focus in a better way. Mental strength. We derive lot of strength by chanting all this. And that definitely we will be highly qualified and the knowledge will dawn to all of us. Let us pray like this now. So let us keep chanting for Loka Kalyana. Om Shri Ram Jai Ram Jai Jai Ram. 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 Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.